There's two tones that I've heard that have prevented folks who did everything else right from going from good to great. And the first is that the guy or gal that's super friendly guy or gal, right? I'm not saying you have to be a dick when you're selling in the franchise world. I'm certainly not saying that. But I'm saying that we are now conditioned to when that phone rings and I don't have that number saved in my phone and I put it to my ear and I'm like, oh God, here we go again. I know I have that fear every time. And when I hear a, hey Bran, this is Linton from Raintree Sales, immediately, I'm not listening. I already know I'm getting sold. And the last thing I want in the world right now is to be sold anything. And so I think that tone, that super friendly tone is something that came from the telemarketing world in the 80s, and that shit does not work anymore, I promise you. What you need to do is talk to your leads. I believe from the people I've seen be most successful in qualifying leads and in getting a franchise sales pipeline built, they all seem to have a tone where they're still friendly and approachable, not overly friendly. More than anything, they have a strong element of confidence in their tone, and they have a little bit of authority too. And that's good because you are qualifying leads. The fact of the matter is you guys see exactly how many leads want to buy a franchise from you every year and they get told no because we and the brand feel that they're not going to be star performers. And for that reason, it's okay for you to have a little bit of that inflection in your voice. I think that's really important to remember. The second point is the tone of the young guy or gal. Now, we've got some folks in here that are a little bit younger, and I can empathize with that because, again, I started the lead qualification role. I started my franchise sales role when I was 26. I sounded like I was 18, and I think I learned pretty quickly that folks heard his kid on the phone and immediately put up a barrier. And I think that when you put yourself in the shoes of somebody buying a franchise where effectively you're asking them to, hey, you've got to sign a 300-page document that's heavily weighted against you. You've got to give me every dollar you've ever saved in most instances. And in some cases, you've got to borrow a small fortune to do this. They're going to be nervous and they're going to want to make sure who they're talking to about that proposition, and it's a strong proposition, they're going to need to trust that you know what you're talking about and you're experienced in the conversation. There's little things, you can have little inflections in certain words that cause people to catch onto a topic or turn them off. It's a bipolar effect. And if you try something a few times, you'll start to figure that out. So play with it, play with that tone, but more than anything, make sure you've got some confidence in there and make sure it comes with a little bit of authority too.